What is going on, everybody?
Hello!
It is Pix and Partners here, and welcome back to the Great Ace Attorney 2. It is time to go into the second episode, which is called The Memoirs of the Clouded KOKORO.
Yes.
What is going to happen? Nobody knows, except for the people who have already played this game, but that's not us. So let's find out for ourselves. Here we go.
Well, yeah, played or watched like other playthrough.
Yeah.
And just to break the fourth wall.
Do it quickly before the cutscene goes.
We are recording this after the other one, so if you made comments, we don't know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. ガス灯の刻むほの暗い影の中、再び奇怪な事件が闇を切り裂いた。当時の新聞の戦場的な見出しを記憶している者も多いだろう。悪霊に見入られた死の邸宅、死刑囚の呪い、ガス魔人の恐怖。現場に駆けつけた名探偵は瞬時にその真相を看破するのだが、それは悲劇の舞台の幕開けを告げるプレリュードに過ぎなかったのである。
Huh. Okay.
My name is Ryunosuke Naruhodo. I'm a defense attorney, albeit an inexperienced one. 6 months ago, as a legal exchange student, I crossed the great ocean from the Empire of Japan all the way to the British Empire. By way of miraculous fate, I met the world-famous great detective.
Hell yeah.
Now, in the attic of his flat, I've set up something of an office. Standing in these foreign courts, I've managed to win a few non-guilty verdicts. But 4 months ago, an unforgettable battle was waged, and as a result of that, I haven't stood in a courtroom since. Or perhaps more precisely, I couldn't stand in a court. Though the curtains had forcibly fallen on my story, I will once again journey onward. All because of one single letter that arrived from Japan this morning. So it was the letter that she sent.
Yeah.
Oh, he hungry.
Sounds like you need some Iris's cooking.
Something smells really good downstairs. I guess it's almost time for breakfast. I should head downstairs in Mr. Holmes' room.
Hell yeah. Oh, it's been so long. Watch him not be there. That'd be my luck. It's like, oh, Holmes is out right now. It's like, fucking hell.
Holmes is flat.
Oh, Ryu! Perfect timing. Iris, I missed you. The bacon just finished frying. I was about to call you down.
Oh, good morning, Iris. Your food smells as good as ever.
I want to try your food.
Mind if I talk with you for a sec? Something surprising happened this... Shh! Quiet! I'd say we begin the morning with some light mental gymnastics. Mr. Holmes? Oh, I see.
Well,
yes, of course!
Jesus Christ! That's very close!
Hello.
That's very close! Good lord!
Now I clearly see the truth whispered by my deductions.
My heart can't handle that.
What do you want about this time? I've got it. This morning you experienced something very surprising. Isn't that right, Master Naruhodo?
Ah, yes, this music.
Oh, come now, I'm so surprised. I shouldn't even need to explain this one. For starters, your hair's an absolute mess. It's pointing every which way this morning. Second, I observed that you haven't fastened the third button on your jacket. From this, it was easy to tell that something had shaken you this morning. May I make a comment? By all means, what is it, Master Naruhodo? I'm pretty sure my hair has been like this since the day we met.
Yeah.
Oh, is that right? And as for this button, it was torn off last night. In fact, you're the one who did it.
What? Holmesy, was that the one that tore it off?
Ah, yes, I remember now. That was after dinner, wasn't it?
What'd you do?
I was playing a tear-jerking solo with the aid of my ever-loyal famed instrument. Then all of a sudden, the third string just snapped!
Oh.
Rage overtook me in my blind fury. I tore the button from your jacket. Would you mind giving it back? If I can't button up my jacket to look unprofessional. Why are you asking me? I don't know where it went. It's probably on the floor somewhere.
Sherlock.
Okay, fine. The only thing that matters is whether or not my reasoning was correct.
Didn't you already tell us that? You specifically said that something surprising happened this morning. It's like,
Oh, yes. Now there's a real surprise.
What?
This man is Sherlock Holmes, a great detective revered across the Great British Empire. There isn't a single person in the world who doesn't know his name.
Right. Well, now that we've all calmed down, how about a little breakfast before it gets cold? I'm testing out a new blend of herbal tea this morning, as usual.
And this is Iris Watson. She's Mr. Holmes' little flatmate. She's a remarkable girl, the author of the popular London novel series, The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. So then, care to tell us what happened, Master Naruto? Sure. This morning a letter arrived from Japan.
Oh, could it be from Susie?
Yeah, she wrote something curious in it. Oh, how intriguing. How about you tell us over breakfast?
I'm very curious.
Well, I'm gonna examine around. Maybe I can find my button if I examine around a little bit. Let's see. That table don't matter. How about your machine? You got it back finally.
Yeah.
It's a gaudy piece of machinery. What was his name again?
That's the all-purpose analysis lens. It can analyze anything.
I'm not even sure what it means for this thing to analyze something.
Care to explain?
An astute observation indeed, Master Naruto. Thanks? No, really? Even when that thing spits out the results of its analyses, I find myself unable to make head or nor tail of what the results themselves actually mean.
But you made it.
Wow. Maybe I should get around to building that all-purpose interpretation device.
To interpret the analysis?
Maybe you should hold off on the inventions for a while.
Bruh.
What about your bookcase? There's so many books, documents, and weird sciencey stuff crammed into this one spot. A neat freak like Suso would clean up its mess in a heartbeat if she had the chance.
I don't think even a neat freak like her would want to go anywhere near that.
Oh? Why is that?
Well, you see, Rosie has a sort of perfect balance in this cabinet. If someone even breathed on it, it would all come tumbling down.
Whoa.
I'm sure that Susie realized just how delicate a balance it is. How delicate a balance is at play here. My
There you go.
God, I can't speak.
I can only imagine the conversation she would have with him. It would just boil down to clean up this mess. Wonderful, wonderful. Violin, violin.
So it's like organized chaos.
Yeah. This is Mr. Holmes' trusted partner. His violin apparently was made by master craftsmen.
The Stradivarius. For you, even if you saved up your money for 100 years, you couldn't afford this.
Did Mr. Holmes manage to strike an unbelievable bargain when he bought it? I found it in the redeemed pledges pile. Stradivarius was written on it. Huh? Someone didn't know much about appraisal, so I managed to snag it for 55 shillings. The Sherlock Holmes happened to be quite adept at bargain hunting. Is that a real Stradivarius? Has to be. It sits right there on the shelf.
Dude.
The pawnbroker's sounding more and more like quite the adept scammer. Well, Sherlock got scammed and confirmed. Alright, we got the fireplace and all these little things. I've taken a liking to this fireplace. It's been burning steadily all throughout the cold winter. Watching the flames dance and flicker puts me at ease.
It is nice.
In the summertime, it all does. Oh, just get in the way. It's useless at that point.
That sounds a lot like Holmesy when he doesn't have any cases to work on. Oh!
As such, I am currently in the process of inventing an anti-fireplace. The cryo-place. In the sweltering heat of summer, it acts as a cool place for a respite. What do you think? If you could do that, you'd make history. The basic premise is simple. The hearth would just burn cooling flames. You don't say. But I just can't get the fire to cool down. So I have a little recourse, but I have little recourse but to give up.
Dude.
That's a shame. He's like, aw shucks. A lace cloth is draped over this iron box, making it into a coffee table. The box has a sturdy looking lock on it.
My daddy's case records are in there.
So I've heard. Neither of you ever let me look inside though.
There's a secret between me, my daddy and me. You're not allowed to open it. You try to, the box might just eat you up.
Is there some kind of felled beast in there?
What matter of hell beast do you keep in your trunk?
Christ. Line up here is evidence for Mr. Holmes' past cases. It's not quite right, Master Naruto. Lined up here is evidence from cases I put to eternal rest. To me, the mystery itself was payment enough. These are more like precious mementos. Nice. So what kind of case was the bust of Napoleon involved in? I forgot.
But it's a memento.
Some mementos these are.
You're supposed to remember them. Memento mori.
Supposed to mommy memento those, dog.
Oh, God.
Okay. Every day I look forward to the scent of your herbal tea.
You always make a new blend from the herbs that grow out in the garden.
The way you talk about your herbal blends makes it sound like a science.
Uh-huh. All my blends have different effects to them. They can be relaxing, exciting, or energizing. Today's blend is going to be extra special. You better be ready.
Extra special? Should I be scared?
It's like drinking 5 Red Bulls.
What's a Red Bull? Are you writing your ideas on this, Iris? Looks like the blue garnet today. Huh. Wonder what that's supposed to be.
Oh, that was the gem robbery Holmesy solved a long time ago. Garnet is a red gemstone. When you chisel it into a circular shape, called a carbuncle.
Huh. Why did I say blue here then?
As it turns out, nobody has ever seen any blue garnet.
Oh?
Been wondering if he actually forgot what kind of gem was stolen. That's the real mystery behind the mystery.
Leave it to Mr. Holmes to conveniently forget a key detail like that.
Oh boy, he's a mess.
Chandeliers not important,
No.
but then there's this shelf.
Chandelier.
Various chemical containers are lined up on a cute little white cabinet.
Whoa! I don't care how thirsty you are. Don't you dare go licking those hazardous chemicals.
I wouldn't do that. Do I look like a child to you?
Yes.
You don't want to talk.
Oh, okay. The other day, Holmesy chugged a whole bottle of alkaloid.
He what?
Dude, you know what he said to me? What? I was thirsty.
Well, okay then. I guess I'll be more careful. Oh my
Dude,
God, Holmes.
How are you lying?
I'm not. I'm the ghost, the specter, if you will.
Oh. First you told me about that. This is my typewriter. You can type with my eyes closed.
You're coming up on a deadline. You mash those keys like a machine gun.
Speaking of which, I had this really strange dream recently.
Did you have a machine gun?
I was typing like mad for an hour straight in pitch darkness, yet I didn't make any mistakes.
Oh, good job.
But when I woke up in the morning, there was no paper in the typewriter. Oh!
Oh.
Makes me wonder if I was ever actually typing in the first place.
Sounds like you might have just been half asleep. Poor thing. Anything else over here? Well, never found my button, it looks like. That's just gonna be lost forever. Yep, anything around here? Nope, I don't see no button around. Oh, that sucks. Alright,
Well,
it's time to go talk about the letter and all the things.
what is good, my dude?
Letter from Japan arrived this morning.
Oh, that's Susie's handwriting. Not that I can read any of it.
So how's your legal assistant faring? Well, I hope. Better than well, according to the letter. She stood in court as a defense attorney and won.
Wow, really? Susie's the best.
She and you are in completely different leagues, Master Naruto. You do know I've won a few not guilty verdicts myself, right? Apparently Soseki was a witness in that trial too. Soseki? Nope, never heard of him.
You arrested hit him!
Now, hold on 1 second. You helped us prove his innocence.
And that.
Don't you remember the 2 incidents that happened on Briar Road half a year ago? Oh, you mean that shaggy, stashed man with the mustache and the shifty eyes, right?
You mentioned his mustache twice.
Those cases left such a strong impression on me. I dare say they're unforgettable. I can't say I remember much about them, considering how much time has passed. These statements sound a little contradictory. So, tell us about this curious thing written in this letter. You remember the specter of the war-torn abode, don't you, Mr. Holmes? Oh, I see. That's one. Something I don't remember it, but my memory is rather fuzzy. He definitely forgot. I was hoping to review the records from that case. Susa suggested that I do. Are you both so interested in the records of a case from a whole 6 months ago? Soseki said something to Susa, though, that after she returned to Japan. He said the reason she was called back home may be related to the specter of the war-torn abode. Was that so? Susa's father was apparently rather shaken when he heard the details from Soseki. That was when he telegraphed a message to Susato asking her to come home.
Oh, that case? Now that you mention it, there was something kind of strange about it.
Really?
I went to all the effort of writing up a really nice manuscript and I was just about to publish it. But then Holmesy came along with this really mean look on his face. Don't even think about publishing that! And he wouldn't even tell me why.
Oh? Did I do that? When? Mr. Holmes, are you hiding something from us? Do you actually know something about Susa's during 4 months ago?
Bruh. Holmes. Speak. It's already been 4 months since we saw Susie off at the port of Dover. I was really surprised when she just up and said she had to go home like that.
Right, as I recall, she received a telegram from the Empire of Japan. Yeah, they told her to return to Japan right away. I do believe her father died, was that it?
No!
Hey, don't just kill him off. It was because of an undiagnosable high fever. But according to this letter, that fever was a lie.
A lie? So Susie said he lied just to get her to go back home? But why?
To be honest, neither of us knows why yet. All we know is that the specter of the war-torn abode seems to be related to it.
Huh. Holmes, what you know?
Those orders to return home were so sudden. Susa's father must be hiding something.
What do you think, Holmesy? Whoa, he got dressed
It's like
real
I
quick.
smell a case afoot.
Different detective outfit on.
Well, who can say? What? When did you get changed? Are you honestly surprised? I'm a busy man, you know.
Hey, there's his theme.
Try not to dwell too much on it. Though, that may be hard since you're having nothing else to do. Well, then I'm off. Take good care of the flat, Iris.
I will. Be safe, Holmesy. And get shot again.
I don't plan to. Plan is the key word.
Jesus.
And away he goes.
Well then.
Clearly, Professor Mikotoba isn't the only one hiding something. Soseki was wrapped up in 2 incidents, yet only one was forbidden from being published. And it was none other than Mr. Holmes who forbade it.
Yeah. Look, I finally found it.
Oh, Iris, is that?
It's the record of that case Susie helped me put together. The Spectre of the War-Torn Abode. Want to give it a lay through, Ryu?
Of course. Thanks, Iris. I have no idea what kind of secret is hiding within this case, but
Is hidden. Yeah, you said it right.
if I read it over, maybe I'll notice something.
Right, the game is afoot.
And so, I read the records together with Iris. From the very start to the investigation of the courtroom battle. With great care we relived that incident step by step. We certainly weren't short on time to search for clues. After all, I'm still barred from standing in the courts of the British Empire.
Yeah, that's right.
What do you mean that's right? Nothing stopped from being... What?
Because the whole McGundle thing.
That didn't bar him from court. I didn't think.
Yeah, because like he used with the false.
That didn't have anything to do with him. Like, he didn't admit to willingly doing that.
I don't know. Maybe it's because he tried to reveal secrets from.
I don't know, but I will say because
I do know that he was supposed to get in some kind of trouble for something. Remember?
Man, I've
just
memory.
to prove Gina innocent.
Well, I mean, he was going to use the disc to try and. Gina was the one that suffered for all that. He had to prove that, you know, those two work together, but that had nothing to do with us. Anyways, we're going to go into something that apparently we didn't even know happened in the first game. So, because I remember when after, at the end of last episode, he was talking about 2 cases, I was like, 2 cases involving Soseki? We only played 1, and I guess this must have happened before the second one. Because afterwards he left. So this is a case that happened with Soseki before the other time, apparently.
Oh.
I guess, because if it was the other one, he left like instantly. But let's see what this does. Strange case occurred half a year ago in the dead of one London winter. Or is this the same one? It is the same.
Yeah.
On the snow-covered pavement of Broward. So what's the second case that involves Soseki? A young woman was stabbed in the back. Fortunately, she survived the ordeal, but she remained unconscious for a number of days. The assailant remained invisible within the depths of the fog. In a stroke of misfortune, the Japanese student walking behind her was arrested. His name was Soseki Natsume. Incidentally, the one who got him arrested was Mr. Holmes. This fellow Japanese, Susanoo and I trusted him, so we defended him in the Crown Court. Though the battle was arduous, we managed to win a not guilty verdict. Heart full of glee!
I remember.
Soseki was overjoyed, and the next morning, Susan and I received a telegram from Mr. Holmes. The victim of the Brower Road stabbing has regained consciousness. Make haste to St. Bartholomew's Hospital.
Oh.
We quickly called a coach and headed to the hospital.
This wasn't in the game, was it?
No, this was. I think we're going to a part that was not in the game.
Ah, okay.
Apparently, so. Why is the Golden Stay Puft Marshmallow Man on the windowsill there?
Golden Stay.
Call me wrong.
Well, I mean, well, hi.
Hello, my friends. You've made it. Oh, Mr. Holmes. Good morning. Don't you good morning me.
Don't you huh?
Just look at the time. What on earth were you two doing?
We received that telegram at 5, and it takes about 20 minutes to get here by coach.
It's 5:30 right now, so I'd say we did pretty well considering. The issue isn't the actual time, it's the fact that I felt like I was waiting at all.
Oh my god.
Uh-huh.
Impatient.
Actually, I was woken up by a telegram at about 4 in the morning myself. It wouldn't be fair as I was the only one to lose sleep. So I sent over one to you two as well.
What?
How rude.
Jesus.
Anyways, there's a new and reawakened victim over there.
Oh!
Go and give her a little hello. I'll be watching from afar, my friends. She doesn't like me very much. This English lady was stabbed in the back 4 days ago on that snowy pavement.
I believe her name was Miss Green.
Are we going to talk about the rat on the floor? A rat in the hospital?
It looks huge.
It does look huge. That's a rat. Ain't no man. That's a rat. By the way, I want number one. We'll look at the picture frame. It's a frame photograph.
Is it an ROUS? Rodent of unusual size.
It's a young gentleman.
There's a young gentleman in the photo.
Looks about the same age as Miss Green. Maybe he's like Miss Green's soulmate?
Mine, Naruto. You certainly are perceptive about these things.
If you say so. It was just a wild guess, really. Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. It's a round wooden doll who lacks even a hint of charm.
It's probably not meant for decoration. I think this is an artist doll used for reference when you want to practice sketching a person.
If you put it that way, it looks like it's only used for sketching a certain body type.
Well, it is certainly a little more round than those I've seen in the past.
Maybe she just likes drawing round people.
Hey, I won't judge.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Nah.
A little clipboard. Here's a note about the patient. Let's have a look. Please take care not to overfeed.
Wow.
Huh. Did I step into a zoo by accident?
You're right. They have signs like these at the park near Baker Street.
Yeah, for pigeons. I'm pretty sure hospitals are for people, not pigeons. Quite the daring move to put this at the foot of the patient's bed, right where she can read it. Dear God. And then all this medicine. There are various medicine bottles lined up on the shelves here. Should they really be leaving these in a place where anyone can get their hands on them?
I do think you would be at risk of drinking them by accident. You don't deal with mornings well.
Luckily, it seems to be locked to keep people like me out.
You're smarter than the average bear. I'm sure you'd find the key and unlock it in your sleep.
I'm afraid to break it to you, but I can't really do the impossible. Anything over here? That's just another medicine cabinet. These shelves are full of medicine too. Should they really be leaving these in a place where anyone can get their hands on them?
I do think you would be at risk of gulping them all down in a fit of ravenous hunger.
Luckily, it seems to be locked to keep people like me out again.
You're stronger than the average child. I'm sure you'd wrench the door open with brute force.
Being hungry does not a criminal make, Susido. Another clipboard. What does this one say?
Do not overwater.
These notes about the patient. Let's have a look. Please take care not to allow this patient to run around the hospital.
But said patient doesn't seem to be present.
I guess someone didn't read the note.
I wonder which part of the hospital he's running around about now.
Let's just hope that he's been discharged instead.
I would like to think that Sherlock had a note like that.
Yeah, that's probably his.
Ew, look, Naruhodo, a rat.
A rat in a hospital. I really don't like the sound of that.
But look at him. He's so fat and round that he must be in good health.
A big hospital like this is bound to have a ton of food lying around. I also go ahead and look at you.
This must be Viridian's bag.
Must have been brought in after she was stabbed.
I'm sure a family member or loved one brought it over for her.
Let's take a gander. No, there's probably nothing in here but a change of clothes.
No, Naruhodo, you can't just dig your nose into a woman's secrets.
Looks like this woman's secrets consistent of chocolate, biscuits, and caramel bars. All right.
Sounds pretty good to me.
Good morning.
Oh.
I'm Rinosuke Naruhodo. I'm a visitor from the Empire of Japan.
Oh my god, dude. No.
This is all you.
Oh, jeez. There's one person who comes to mind when I see this lady.
Okay.
What, you be the one who stabbed me?
Is that not a little too close to Iris?
It really is, but I was thinking of Delicia.
I know.
God, it has to be lower. Will you be the one who stabbed me?
Whoa, no, I'm just an attorney. I saved your ass.
How do you do? I'm Suzuno Mikatoba. So it was you? You were the one who did it? No, ma'am. I'm just a legal assistant. We were told that you'd woken up, so we came to see you. Oh, thank you for doing that for someone as worthless as me.
Jesus.
My name is Viridian Green. I'm a painter. Well, that is to say, I'm like an artist chick. One day that'd be fully fledged artist chicken. Well, I suppose what I'm trying to say is I'm not at all that talented. Sorry, guess I'm worthy of a knife to the back. Dude, no.
I don't think that has anything to do with your painting ability.
She doesn't have a very good outlook on life. I'd say she's looking more at the floor than at life.
Since we're here, we might as well ask about the case. And we'll ask about the case next time.
And I'll figure out a proper voice for this woman.
That is a good point. I have a little bit of time
so
to think about.
voices. Help me.
I mean, this is like game number 10 for us in the Attorney series. We've had too many voices, so it's understandable.
I'll figure something out.
We'll
She's
figure it out.
adorable, though.
Hell yeah.